today. From Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Sam Ehlinger and the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
Carr right away going to look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out in his 2nd NFL season after such a decorated career at the University of Texas. Here's Sam Ehlinger.
And when his name comes up, the first word that goes along with it, winner. One of the winningest quarterbacks in the University of Texas history. He may have been a late-round draft pick. People may question his arm strength. But one thing you don't question, his leadership and his competitiveness. Trusted as a captain at Texas and a great voice in the locker room, no matter what team he's on.
Ehlinger to throw on 1st and 10 here. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Ehlinger. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
To throw is Ehlinger. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, Matt Hawk on to punt for Indy. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Carr fighting. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Carr going to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Gallagher's throw caught by Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Gallagher to throw. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end, and it's 3rd and 5.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Gallagher. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
At first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Carr now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down at 4. Carr now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Carr to throw again. It's caught here by Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Second and 2.
Again, it's Carr. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They go with Jacobs. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for this sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Here's Carr. Touchdown Raiders. Mac Hollins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On 1st and 10, here's Ehlinger. He's got his man. It's Pierce. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Ehlinger. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun is Ehlinger. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Pierce, 60 yards. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And Carr's throw complete here to Waller. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
8 yards to go on second down. Here's Carr to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ehlinger flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
On 1st down, it's Ehlinger. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They run once more with Taylor.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ehlinger.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Sam Ehlinger
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Now Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
To throw his Carr.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and goal from the 1.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
To throw is Ehlinger.
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ehlinger has it knocked out here.
And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Carr going to throw.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Davante Adams. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
team's locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Ehlinger to throw on 1st and 10 here. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. His throw incomplete.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time.
And it's 3rd and short.
Ehlinger to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Second and 6.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.